beautiful people. Hello, my beautiful people. Hello. Hello, hello. We are 11:11. Yay! Welcome to 11:11 at 3:33, and I am so excited to share.
Who need people.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
All the luckiest people.
My beautiful
Hi, my love.
husband of mine.
Let me get a chair.
How are you? How's everyone doing today? It's 3:33. Well, now it's 3:34. 3:33 is such a beautiful time for me. And I'll share a little story about it's not a little story, it's an actual epic story, right?
Can you move your phone
Yes.
real quick? Because I need to.
What do you mean?
I need to cancel this so
Okay.
it doesn't be. Okay.
All right, here we go. Hi, everyone. Kenzie. Hello, Ziggy. Hello, Mommy.
Ziggy, 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 Ziggy.
Bendición. Hello, hello.
Okay.
Welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal.
There you go. There you go.
It is such an exciting time. Why? Because we say so. You know, it's all about your own experience in your life. Like, you really get to create your experience in your life through your words, through your conversations, through your emotions, right? And we've been doing as you guys know, the New World, New You challenge. And oh my gosh, it's just been incredibly inspiring as usual. But Tony just over delivers all the time. And for me, what a huge breakthrough yesterday that I got to finally meet him and talk to him. And I'm so excited to share. So put in the comment box where you are listening from in the world.
Where are you in the world?
Put on the comment box what you're grateful for.
Yeah, baby.
We love you. We miss you. And we've been
live.
We've just been getting more juicy training for you.
Let's see.
So that we can share with you. So yes.
What do you think?
I don't know about that, baby.
Is it not secure?
I don't know about that.
Let's see. Checking connection. Checking.
Yes.
You are now. Oh, what happened here?
Turn it around.
Is that what it is?
There it is.
Let's see if it stays up. But okay. I think you're going to have to come in and I'm going to have to go.
Hello.
You get cozied up.
Okay, so. Wow. Today we talked about identity in the challenge, and wow, it's just so mind blowing. It's just so exciting. There's so much. Go ahead. Hi, Kenzie. Hi, Ali. I love how you guys are saying hello to each other, and that is what it's all about. Is for us to continue creating the life of our dreams with our community. With our peers, right? And who we are is who we hang out with, and who we are is who we think we are and what we say to ourselves, right? So, alrighty, let's see. I am going to start with our angel cards. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están?
All right, let's
Saludos
see.
A todos.
Let's see.
Oh, that's hilarious. This has definitely become our little shtick, our techie shtick. All right, so ready?
I'm ready. I just want to make sure that this is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Playfulness.
Oh my God.
Yes, playfulness. And being playful and happy in life really gives you that space to enjoy life. And really, life is
like a box of chocolates.
Yes, it is.
It really is like a box of chocolates.
And it's so sweet because chocolate's sweet and delicious. Sweet and delicious. If we can't, we can't see your comments unless you're on YouTube. Beatriz, we have Beatriz, we have Kenzie.
La parcera.
Yay! And we're so happy to be on. As you know, the challenge was it went past 1:11, and then Mama had to do some work, and now we're here.
Mama had to do an audition.
Yes, that's right, an audition.
Mama had to do an audition.
Okay, so 333. Why 333? 333. 3 is a number of revolution, right? Of evolution. What kind of human evolution are we doing, right? Everyone has their own human evolution, human revolution. And 333 for us is really special because when we eloped in New York years ago, which our anniversary is coming up in February, the way it is, it's like you got to go, right? And you put in the application and they say you got to come back in 24 hours, exactly the time. And so
they give you time to think about it.
Yeah, they give you 24 hours to think about it. Are you really sure you want to do this?
That's how it felt like.
Totally.
Just So
the funny thing
sign here, but you have 24 hours to really think about this.
Yeah. So the funny thing is that we got there and we didn't know what time it was. We just signed up. We did the application. They have a bunch of computers, and then we submitted it. And they said, okay, come back tomorrow at 3:33. And I was like, oh, since I'm like a numerologist fan, I was like, oh, that's a cool number. So I looked it up and stuff. And then we came back at like 3:15, right? Early. And so we went in, and when we went up to the clerk, he was like, oh no, you need to come back at 3:33.
We're going to give you 15 more minutes to think.
Make sure. That's so funny.
Kenzie's,
yes,
let me see.
Really, Beatrice, it's your lucky number. Well, for us as well. So,
Kenzie says, you've inspired me. I'll go live on IG after this to read tarot cards and chat with the people. I feel such a love for fellow humans tonight.
Yes, I love it.
Good afternoon, Jennifer Mauricio and our 1111 familia. I hope everyone is having an outstanding week.
Love it. Christina Hong in the house. Yes, we are. I mean, you can't go wrong if you decide to hang out with Tony Robbins. Seriously.
It just gets you plugged in, right?
Totally.
All of a sudden you just
really,
go.
We're
already plugged in, but all of a sudden he just, and all of a sudden it's like,
to the next level. All right, so playfulness. Let's read playfulness. Oh, you didn't pick the fairy card, my love.
Well, you didn't give me a chance.
Okay, here. I know, I'm all over the place. And
no, be happy. Be happy.
I'm super happy.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. And aquí vamos.
What is it?
It is sexuality, baby.
We love sexuality and playfulness.
3. Well, goes hand in hand in playfulness.
So, and
is 11:11? Is today going to be 11:11 rated R? Or do we keep PG-13? PG-13. We'll see where it takes us.
Right? So let's do playfulness first. And again, whoever's doing the challenge, put on the comment box what your biggest breakthroughs have been thus far. And today's challenge is to share what your old identity has been and what is the new identity that you are creating. And
my old identity, I called it tronco. Tronco. And my family has always called me, for my warrior, Zorro. So tronco.
Oh my God, Zorro. I love it. Let's go, Zorro. Okay, so playfulness. You want to read it?
I didn't read.
That's another part of our shtick.
But didn't you have it? I saw you have it.
I did. I don't know.
Oh, it's here.
Oh, there.
Míralos.
Oh, ahí está.
Míralo.
Oh, my new identity. As an adult. My old identity, little girl, right? Big vision, little girl. I'll tell you more later. Hold on. That's it. That's it. With no follow through, right? I'm like a firework that goes, "Pah!" And then all of a sudden, shh. It's like, wait.
No. See, I know you. No. It's not about not follow through. It's you follow through on the things that you really love to do.
Right.
And the things that you just go, then your follow through was like, because you were pushing yourself to do.
Right.
So
okay. So my new identity is Queen Courage. That is my new identity's name.
Okay.
And so my Queen Courage to celebrate every step of the way, right? Because the little girl, right? But I shouldn't say little girl because I'm healing my little girl. It's here, I should it on myself. This is a great example. This is all a great example of figuring it out, right? So the old identity is Weasel.
Weasel. Why? I'm very curious to hear the weasel.
Well, because I the old identity is like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't. If I'm not good at that, then maybe I shouldn't. And that's when you're seeing it as, well, you don't follow through because you're like really not into it. Well, it's because I feel, and I have felt that, well, I'm not good at that. So, right? So we kind of shy away from we get stopped easily when we don't feel confident about something, right? Or when we get no's or when we fail. But I love today what he said about failure. It's not failing, it's learning. So it's like we don't fail, we learn if we choose to see it that way. And it's less painful. Like you're learning. You're not supposed to be perfect at everything. You're not supposed to know everything right away. So it's great to change your language. It's like change your language, change the meaning of the things that are happening in your life, and you change your life and you have more joy, more celebration. So yes. So okay, playfulness. All right, let's play, baby. Let's play. Fun and play is the angel's way. Fun and play is the angel's way. Oh, gosh. All these juicy comments.
Joseph, because they're going really.
I know they are going so fast.
They're moving very fast here. So Tony is the man.
Yes.
It is, what is it? It is 20 years this year that I have been attending Tony Robbins live in-person events. I did my first UPW live in New York City back in the fall of 2001. My life has never been the same. Life will never be the same. Life will never be the same again. Jen and Mao, so happy both of you are doing the
The New World New You Challenge.
221 Challenge. Oh, read it.
2021 Challenge 2. Did you get my text message? I sent you photos and videos of you, Mao and Adrian, in Zoom. Like, oh, I gotta check. We've been like nonstop, but I'm sure they're there. My old identity, Beatrice, is my old identity was to be a follower, and my new identity is to be the leader I was born to be.
I love it.
Beautiful. I love that. Yes. And my Christina says my Tony takeaways today, day 2, is my old identity is Little Miss Perfect. Yes, that's I guess what I was trying to also say. It's like the little girl, I'm trying to be Little Miss Perfect. I love it. So I would be loved and accepted. My new identity is I am a goddess of courage. What? That is amazing. Power and contribution. I love it. We are soul sisters. Look at that.
And I want to say, for actors,
Queen Courage and Goddess Courage.
Jennifer had an audition today, right? And you should never really use blue against a blue backdrop. But she said, I am wearing this blue. I am wearing it because I feel good in it. So she held her ground. And
I was Queen Courage at that moment.
Queen Courage. I'm wearing this damn blue.
I am defying whatever they say. It's okay.
I am defying what they say. It's okay.
So it's about being courageous. It's what makes you feel strong, what makes you feel you, and makes you feel, that energy. It's all about energy. It's feeling that excitement about life. It's feeling alive. It's feeling alive, you guys, right? Okay, so here I am.
Here you are.
Okay, here's light. Here's light. Okay, so playing is the angel's way. So they guide you to add fun to your life, and to know that fun is a necessity. Fun is a necessity and not a luxury. And I gotta say that these immersion programs are so much fun for me. I love self-development immersion programs. They're just so much fun for me. They're a spiritual party, which is why I created 1111. It's the best spiritual party ever, because for me, this is where it's at when we are really talking about things that move us and inspire us and
ignite us
and make us feel alive.
Plug us in. Bateria.
Totally. And just like, and really allow us to be free and allow us to be us without any fear of being judged or any fear of being laughed at, or what are people going to think, And so I just love having fun in these events, and I highly recommend them. And I truly invite all of you to be courageous and jump into one of these, because it will definitely enhance your life no matter what. It will.
The thing about this, and which is what I've learned to really love and appreciate, is that I was always like, I don't want to do this immersion 12 hours a day. Oh my God, 5 days in a row. And what I've learned is exactly that. Something about it challenges you to look at yourself and take responsibility for you.
Yes.
And when they start talking about other people, Tony goes, well, what did you do? What is your responsibility in that? It's like, and it makes you look and take responsibility for the choices that you are making, because you can't change somebody else.
Well, the blame game doesn't work. That's what we hide behind, the blame game, right? We hide behind being a victim. So he says, stand in your power and really own your whole life. Own it. And what you tell yourself is what you are creating. Hello, beautiful Priscilla. Hello, Firecracker. Miss Patty, Glenn, Larry. All right. Hello. Love you too. And Christina Hong says, thank you, bitch. Oh, I love that you guys are getting to know one another and communicating and saying hello. This is exactly it. Because again, one of the things that Tony says, it's proximity is power, and who you hang out with and who you are with is who you become. And that is so true. And in Spanish is, dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres.
It had to be Stu.
Oh, hello, Stu.
We haven't sang that in a while. It had to be Stu. Mira, Beatriz, Mao, my husband said the same thing, and he couldn't have enough during the virtual UPW. I have to say this.
Yes.
I think it's easier to convince a woman to go do these immersions than it is a man. And so when I look at men, it's just so awesome to see all these men jumping in and stop being afraid of allowing themselves to be seen. And because it's hard for men to be vulnerable. It truly is, And the thing is that as I've gotten older, I've learned that the more vulnerable I am, the more manlier I've become, because I've allowed my child to come out.
Right.
We all need to be healed.
Well, totally.
To a certain extent, every single one of us needs that,
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talk. Jennifer, how old is your child that needs to be healed?
16.
And my child was 8. She's
pretty healed, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So because that's an old identity as well. Oh, I'm still healing. So we need to also be super present with I'm healing. So as many immersions that we've done, right? This is probably our 4th or 5th in this year. And when he asks and you're putting in the comments and saying, okay, what's your old identity? It's like, you know what? My old identity was, and now this is what
Actually,
I am.
It's the second one, because we deans too this year.
We did 3 days I meant like in the whole year.
Yeah.
Right. So
Dean Gracioso, he's also amazing.
He's amazing. So the point is, it can become a perpetual vicious cycle of like, I'm still healing.
Exactly.
I'm still healing.
Exactly.
And it's this loop. I'm still healing. No. You're healed. Now you're just going to your next level. And then your next level of you're uncovering. So old identities, there's like an old identity and then there's another old identity. And that's what I've been realizing this time. I'm like, I've been telling you, oh my God, I heard this differently today. Like, wow. The first time with UPW, I was like on the floor. Now today I was like, oh, listening to it as an adult, because on the floor was the little girl that was not healed at all. Now the little girl has been healed a lot in the last 6 months.
But also,
and I'm like, oh, I'm growing up. Like,
there's a part that
does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah, that really landed for me yesterday also, when he said there's certain things that people like to keep because it's familiar.
Of course.
So, right, there's a growth and then they go back and they retreat to what's comfortable. Oh, I've been here before. That's a little scary. That's changing way too much. So they hold on to that old story because they think it works for them.
Yep.
And what you said is so true. You are healed. You are healed.
healed. My hair, jeez. Good day. All right, let's play. Let's keep playing.
Don't worry about your hair.
My hair.
But baby, I healed you.
No me despeines, muchacho.
Ricardo Santos, ¿cómo estás?
Priscilla says, I was organizing at a client's home, couldn't take notes, but proud that I was on YouTube. Oh, on the YouTube call. Is there a replay? Yes, there is a replay. And yeah, you could definitely go on the Facebook page and you can see the replay. Yes. And on YouTube too. My old habit is not follow through. Yes, same here. And, and I think that we're all, because we're human, Tony says we're all human. It's going to happen. He's like, I didn't have follow through either. And it doesn't mean that we beat ourselves up. It doesn't mean that we're failures. It just means that we're learning. It just means that, we didn't get it the first time. It's okay. And I love the examples that they're giving. It's like, okay, so if you, for example, are crossing the street and you trip and fall, are you going to just sit in the middle of the street and go, oh, what's the use? Why am I going to get up? I fell. No, you're going to get up, right? Normally you would just get up and keep walking, so run across the street. And then KK gave another example of like, if you get a flat tire, are you going to get out of the car and go, oh, what's the use? Let me just slash all the other 3 tires. What's the point? No, what are you going to do?
Call AAA.
Or get your spare, right? So why do we think we need to be perfect? Why do we think we can't fall or fail a test? Or like for me, I go, oh my God, I've been carrying this for since college. I failed my
but we don't have to be good at everything.
Final. Exactly. But I failed my math final. And I said, I'm taking my F. So I'm not graduating. I'm not going to get my associate's degree. Screw it. Who needs math? I'm an actress. And that has haunted me my whole life because I have felt that I failed and I gave at that moment. I was defying math. Like I'm proving a point. Like I don't need this AA, right? And I proved that, right? I don't. To be a working actress, I didn't need my AA, but it stayed as an incompletion for me. It stayed as a not following through. So now when I meet this foxy man, he has a master's degree.
Oh, hello.
He has a master's degree.
Oh, hello.
I think my college girl goes, oh, I didn't even finish my AA, right? And so it's about just learning and giving up these old stories that do not serve you. What?
Well, again, and something that they talk about, Dean and Tony, don't compare yourself, right?
Totally. We all have our own journey.
Everybody has their own journey.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And those degrees, for me, were essential at that point. They were, because they gave me structure, which I know that if I hadn't had those degrees, the structure that I have wouldn't exist. That's what they gave me, structure.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Ricardo Santos. Hello. Ali, we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful rehearsal. Christina says, Mauricio, I want to acknowledge you for stepping up and being who you are and your incredible love and support of Jennifer all these years. There is nothing like a couple growing together.
Absolutely. Gracias, Christina. I appreciate it. Absolutely true.
I have seen both of your next level of transformation over the past year together, and I'm so happy and excited for both of you. Power couple.
Gracias.
Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And, and we have, thank you. I accept that acknowledgement, and we really,
we do.
We see that it's about learning, and it's about growing together, and it's not about being perfect. It's not about getting this 11-11, the technical aspect of it, or at first we were always stepping on each other's, thoughts or whatever. And it's a journey, and we're enjoying it, and we're growing. And again, we pray and hope and know that our purpose in this is to give that love and that light and connect with you guys in a spiritual level, and invite you to also take that on for yourselves, to just, that it's just that journey of transformation.
Well, also
and loving ourselves where we are.
Talking about being a couple, right? We're not perfect by any means, right? And we have our breakdowns, but our breakdowns are so much more different than they used to be, because we've done all these immersions.
Mm-hmm.
So we're able to jump out of them quicker. We don't stay in judgment. We go into forgiveness quicker. We don't hold it. I'm right here, exactly. Right? I also see, okay, what's her point of view? Okay, I know she's upset here. And so we're able to transform things so much quicker.
Yes.
And the thing that has helped me is the blame game, right? Because usually that's what separates people in in couples.
Yes.
is the holding, trying, you got to be right here. Exactly. I'm being right? Listen to what she has to say. And then the beauty about us, I think that saved us from the day one, is that we're always able to look at what we did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a day later, okay, I was wrong. And we're always able to jump from it.
Well, yeah, it's about cleaning your side of the street, right? Like knowing that you're not a victim, like not acting like the victim, and really owning. It takes two to tango, like Tony says. And, that's such an old saying. It wasn't just from Tony, but I've always heard that it takes two to tango. And it's true, So it's standing in the other person's shoes. So standing in our point of view is you get to choose. Are you going to choose pride, or are you going to choose love and commitment? And so many times I've asked myself that, and that's allowed me to go and be the first one to take the first step, and I think for him that's happened as well. So let me finish playfulness here. Hello, Gorda. Love you too. Besitos. All righty. So here we are. The angels know that you have a lot of responsibilities, and that you need a steady flow of time, money, and other resources. By drawing this card, the angels want you to know that regular doses of fun can help you accomplish your goals. You may protest that you don't have enough time, money, or energy to play. Yet, your angels assure you that playfulness is a wonderful investment that yields immediate returns. When you have fun and laugh, you relax. The relaxation gives you a greater inflow of ideas, spiritual connections, divine guidance, and energy. With the new inspirations and energy, you can better manifest your desires. Your relaxed and radiant personality attracts wonderful and helpful people to you. Your positive outlook creates new opportunities for you. When you look at life in this way, you can't afford not to have fun. You can't afford not to have fun. Find what lights you up. Really identify that.
Mm-hmm.
Like really identify what makes you Have fun.
You light up my life.
You
Give me hope
to
carry on.
You light up my day.
Yes, if you're joining us for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we are a jukebox. All right? We will go into song.
Yes.
And we will age ourselves by letting you know what kind of songs we know. Date.
We will date ourselves.
Well, you know,
you
age,
can age yourself all you want.
Date,
I don't age
date.
myself, baby.
No, you don't.
I'm
baby.
ageless. Playfulness, right? We gotta play. Can't take ourselves too seriously and just have fun. Fun.
Cristina está diciendo ahí algo.
Oh, it's never too late, Jen. I started on one of my dreams on list to getting a master's, MBA, and I enrolled and started my MBA degree platinum program last month at 44 and a half years old and loving it. LO. I love that. Congratulations. Believe me, I've thought of going back to school so many times. So I'm going to definitely revisit that and see where I'm at with that. But I'm being a role model for Isabela, my 7-year-old beautiful girl, being a student just like her, where we sit together every day. She's on her Zoom distance learning and I'm on mine live and Zoom MBA classes every day. I love that. That's so awesome, Christina. That's really beautiful. Congratulations. That's so cute. Take a picture and share it. Take a picture of you too.
Yeah, that's fun.
And share it. I would love to see that. That is amazing. That's beautiful. All righty. Sexuality.
Oh, hello.
Are we ready to have some fun?
Rated R, baby.
And, sexuality doesn't always have to be about sex.
That's it. But sure is fun to talk about.
All righty. So your sexual self needs some attention. Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm sorry. I'm like drinking this whole bottle in front of you guys instead of
drawing this card, you are urged to be honest with yourself about your sexuality and take appropriate steps. Sometimes you got to just take care of yourself. And that's okay.
We'll keep it there, ladies and gentlemen. Because we could jump over but we'll keep it there.
Oh, yes. Sexuality. La sexualidad es muy importante. And sexuality is an important part of life, not just to our physical self, but also to our emotional and spiritual selves. The fairy realm understands the unique joy that comes from sexual experiences. They know about the divine light that is created when you merge with a beloved partner. They understand the release that sexuality brings upon.
Priscilla, yummy. And Beatriz, they're all laughing. Beatriz, Wara, mira, cochinas todas, cochinas.
Yummy.
I love that it's the women being the cochinas.
What are you talking about? We're being free. We being free, baby.
Hey, listen, I love it. I said I love it.
By drawing this card, you are being guided to heal any sexual issues that may have arisen from negative experiences. If you have ever, if you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. I'm going to repeat that because it is very important. And there's so many of us that have experienced this, right? So by drawing this card, you are being guided to heal any sexual issues that may have risen from negative experiences. Even if you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. You may be directed to seek professional counseling or a support group to overcome negative sexual or body image issues, or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. A sexually unsatisfying relationship. The fairies will guide you to the appropriate resources so that you can be truly free to experience the dynamic aspects of your sexuality. The affirmation: my sexual self is attractive, healthy, and able to experience great pleasure. My sexual self is attractive, healthy, and able to experience great pleasure. You got that?
You got it? You got it? Okay.
I bought my first vibrator during COVID. Had no idea what I was missing out on.
I love it.
I love it, Priscilla. Good for you. Everybody give Priscilla a hand.
Beatrice, woo, woo.
That is awesome.
Kenzie, amen.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
You know, I gotta say, I had my own Mr. Pink years ago.
Pink?
It was a big pink one.
Oh my God. Holla, holla.
In my single days, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be safe. Yes. They gotta work for this. In the meantime, I'll take care of myself.
Oh my
Right?
God. I love it.
It's all about loving yourself and really taking care of you, and not taking yourself so seriously, and playing and having fun and doing things that light you up and that make you feel alive. And for me, I really got today. I'm like, oh my God, all my life I've done spiritual work, right? And retreats, and coming from my Catholic school, we had amazing retreats, and I just loved the feeling, the fun, the going within, the connection,
Self-evolution.
You know, the connection with myself, with God, with higher power, with my community, with my peers. And that's what this provides for me. UPW, what are you laughing about? You're still thinking.
Beatrice, the show is on fire.
Yeah. So yes,
Woo!
so bring it, you know.
And then I just fell. I just fell from the fire.
And you know, it is, and it's all about staying in that kind of staying in that connection of your growth. Look at me, Tristan. Bringing it into the spiritual party here. But sexuality is a spiritual experience.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
It is so amazing, right? So when we see it, when we feel it that way and we embrace it, then there's no dirty. Because for me, coming from a Catholic background, that was a huge, huge breakthrough for me. Because my my gosh, I still go, my God, if you're out there and listening to me, I'm sorry for what I made you go through, my first boyfriend. Like, pobrecito. I am so, so sorry, because the guilt, the Catholic guilt that I had for having sex before marriage, the poor guy, I traumatized him, you know? So really, I mean, the evolution, the sexual evolution that I've had personally, because coming from that background, is huge, and it's a real thing. So that the healing that the fairies are talking about is real. So if there's any guilt around sex, there's any guilt or there's any trauma around it, just really take that in. And the way that I've done it in the past is I've done beautiful baths with a lot of rose petals. This is when I was single by myself. Rose petals and and candles, and really loving me, you know, and it's a beautiful communion with yourself and healing yourself in that sexual way.
Yeah, men don't need any of that.
It's why I love talking about sex, sensuality, because of our Latin upbringing. Exactly. Priscilla, it is. It's and it's so not fair. I'm like, come on, what are you doing?
¿Qué dijo?
Oh my God, let me go get Mirna. Go get Mirna.
Hey!
Let's get the party started here. I heard somewhere spirit is being in a constant state of high climax, something like that. You know, it's true. And that's also being in state, getting into that beautiful state, like Tony calls it. It is. It's about really being so connected spiritually that you do feel high. Yesterday, you guys, honestly, I went to sleep like this. Like with a
You were
big
in a
smile.
high, yeah.
My buzzing, the high that I got after talking to Tony, and a dream come true for me, actually talking to one of my mentors, and getting to express my dream of bringing my mom, my grandma, my tia to this country after them being deported 30 years ago, and my dream of doing my movie, and I'm doing it and just sharing it with the world yesterday, and having my mentor listen. It was like dreams come true. Like that little part of me, that little part of the belief that goes, oh, it's not going to happen, that little voice that says, yeah, keep dreaming, it just awoke, and it was like, holy shit, it's happening, this is real. And the whole buzzing, like I just felt like I was flying all day. I was like just floating, It's amazing. Anything he did, or the kid, I was like, yeah, sure. Everybody was like, oh, you're so happy, huh? Tony, it was so funny. But yeah, so it is. It's about constantly getting into that beautiful state, and starting with physiology, right?
Absolutely.
Celebrate,
dance to the music. Celebrate, dance to the music. Aquí dice Kenzie's, I carried guilt as a kid, but as I got older, I learned it's good to try before you buy.
I love that. Oh my God. That is so true.
You gotta try before you
buy.
Try before you buy.
That is so great. I had goosebumps listening to you, your excitement. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, I couldn't even, I looked back and I'm like, oh, I couldn't even breathe. And I'm like, I wanted to say so much more. But it was perfect just the way it was. It was great.
And you know what's crazy is, for you who follow Tony, I was one step away from Tony, because way back when I was doing musical theater in San Diego and he lived in San Diego, I knew his daughter because she was doing shows in San Diego. But it never, because I didn't follow him, it never connected to me that this was Tony Robbins' daughter.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And
yeah.
And I was one step away from, and I'm not even sure if he probably saw the shows. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
He probably saw the shows.
I know.
Crazy.
I know. That's so funny. Huh? Let's see. So, you guys, life is beautiful, and we get to create our reality at any given moment. And one of the biggest takeaways, it's our identity. Today we talked about identity, and so having an old identity and a new and being aware of it. First and foremost is really being aware what's running us. What is it? What is that story? What is that voice saying? And that is an old identity that we really have the power to change at any given moment. That's my old self.
It's a story, right?
It's a story.
So a story that you picked up, or somebody said something about you and you bought into it, and you could,
yeah.
It's interesting because you
Life
don't think about those things until
right.
the way he talks about it. You go, that is true. And then you got to go, was that my story? Did I create that story?
Exactly.
And I'll tell you, this is one of my stories, right? For so long, it's hard for Latin people to get work in Hollywood.
We used to fight about it when I first met him.
It's so hard for Latin people to get to work. Oh, you're that accent that I had way back when. Oh my God, it's gonna be really hard for you to get work. I bought into that story because so many people bought into it themselves, and then I bought into it because other people, and it didn't help me
at all.
It didn't help me for years, and that story's gone. It's gone. It doesn't serve anybody.
Yep, it sure doesn't.
Right?
It sure doesn't. And the thing is that when it's I wrote it down. What you believe and what you say is true. So it goes back to acting teachers, right? That
those who can and those who can't
are both right. So if you say you can't do something, guess what? You're right, because you are reaffirming that to your subconscious mind and to yourself. And
Yeah.
you're holding on to that story and holding on to that limitation.
Yes.
You say you can, then your subconscious mind will figure it out.
Yes.
Find a way, make it a must. Find a way and make it a must. Okay, so Beatrice would like a card. Yes.
Aquí va Beatriz. Healing.
Healing. There can never be
enough healing.
Because, it's generations of healing, right? It's the subconscious mind. It's the infinite. There's always the next level up. And so there's always the next level of challenges and of healing and of learning and of lessons, right?
Right. And I think you experienced something the other day that you said, wow, I thought this, with your friend, I thought this was done.
I know. And
all of a sudden it creeped up again.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Okay. Healing. A situation that has caused you concern is on the mend. You are a natural healer. You are a natural healer, and your healing thoughts have manifested into form. Sometimes a situation cannot heal until you release the challenge completely, so that healing light can enter it. Your worries will soon be over, because this card signifies a healing has occurred. To realize this healing, however, you must first stop focusing on what is wrong, right? We talked about that today with Tony. What is wrong? What are you focusing on? And instead affirm everything is in divine and perfect order right now. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now. And to add to what Tony, and repeat what he said is, what is good about this? What's great about what's happening right now? What's great about this challenge, right? You have natural healing.
The other day when our computer fell and broke, I tried to go and it cracked. I said, what's good about this?
What's good about this? We learned we learned to put the cables flat. So you have natural healing abilities. You have natural healing abilities. And this card asks you to have faith that God works through you as an earth healing angel. God works through you as an earth healing angel. And isn't so true what you do for a living, right? You're helping people heal. And hold thoughts of love around any situation that seems to need healing. Visualize the situation as healed right now. Then give thanks to God for this healing and completely release everything to the angels. The powerful effects of your healing work touch many lives. The powerful effects of your healing work touches many lives.
I love it. Yes. Beatrice is constant, evolving, and healing.
Constant evolving and
Beatrice, could I also have an angel card? Christina, after Kenzie, could I get an angel card? Thank you in advance.
Of course. Yes.
I love that. So I have faith.
Today, we won't be doing a meditation. We're going to just do angel cards and talk, because I'm just so excited that we need to celebrate more and
celebrate, dance to the music.
Let's see. One of my favorite Tony Robbins quote is, life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. That's right. That is right. Absolutely. So Kenzie, you want an angel card?
Angel card or a fairy?
I didn't see.
I think she just said, no, an angel card. Christina wants an angel.
And what about Kenzie?
Kenzie.
A ver.
After Beatrice.
Also, an angel card.
Okay.
All right. Time.
Ready?
Yes.
She'll have them. Vamos, let's do it.
Okay, now you shuffle that and then I'll pick
shuffle to Buffalo. All right. Here we go. And here we go.
These are the best parties ever. This is the best spiritual party ever. I love having parties.
All right.
You guys, I just love it. And that's one of the things I miss about COVID is like our actual parties that we've had at home. And and having these virtual parties are the best.
I'm doing my life challenge tonight. One of my favorite Tony Robbins. Okay, Angel, please. Angel,
we have adopted your Celebrate song in our house. I love it. I love what you totally shared yesterday. That's so amazing.
Here.
So
both Kenzie's.
Yeah, so Beatrice shared that her son got 100 on his test, and they both started singing "Celebrate, Celebrate, dance to the music." I love it. Okay, so for Miss Kenzie from Canada. And now,
ooh, forgiveness.
And
for Christina,
perdonar. Wait, but let's read it and then I'll put it back in and then.
Okay, relax. Okay,
relax, baby. Don't do it. Relax. Don't do it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Forgiveness is huge. It's I love this.
Forgiveness. Okay, here it is. Let go of anger. Let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. We talked about that yesterday with Tony, right? The forgiveness is not for the other person. The forgiveness is for you to actually have peace inside of you and not hold on to that resentment, because holding on to that resentment and that anger, it takes energy. And to create the life of your dreams takes energy. So if your 30% energy is taken up by holding on to anger and feeling resentment, then you don't have your whole, you don't have your fuel, right? The highest potential of actually creating the life of your dreams. Excuse me. Baby, we need to, hold on. The charger, we're at 28%. For the computer, the charger. So, okay, so here we are. Let me finish here.
We're good.
By drawing this card, your angels guide you to release anger and irritation. They realize that you may be perfectly justified in feeling angry. Yet, they ask you to look at the high price you pay for being the vessel of anger. Look at the high price that you pay for being the vessel of anger. All right. Okay, great.
Our daughter trying to grab the charger.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Oh, hold on. I need a little sip of water.
Yes, okay. I need what Beatrice says. We need to learn to forgive ourselves and be in love with ourselves.
Absolutely.
I usually hold grudges, so this is so relevant.
Yes.
Yes, Kenzie's. Yes.
By drawing this card, your angels guide you to release anger and irritation. They realize that you may be perfectly justified in feeling angry, yet they ask you to look at the high price you pay for being the vessel of anger. Forgiveness does not mean what you did is okay to me. It simply means I am no longer willing to carry around pain in response to your actions. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, we only punish ourselves. That's all we do. We're punishing ourselves after all. Your angels will help you release unforgiveness if you will just ask for their assistance. If you ask for their assistance.
Amen.
So holding on to anger and holding on to resentment, it takes up energy, you guys. It takes up your precious energy that you need to create your dreams. Let it go. Sácatelo, sácatelo, sácatelo.
Sácatelo, sácatelo pa' afuera. Sácatelo, sácatelo pa' afuera. Aquí está. All right, here we go, Christina.
For Cristina. Oh, here, let's put this back in here. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Here,
and Priscilla also wants a card.
Let's do it. It's a party.
It's a party.
It's an angel. Okay. It's an angel card party today. Do you want to pick it for Christina?
Una, dos,
We're alternating.
Tres.
Spiritual growth. Let's go.
Vamos.
What have we been doing here? Spiritual growth. We are growing together.
Because if we're not growing,
we are shrinking. We are dying. Okay. If we're not growing, we're contracting, right? So spiritual growth. Here we are. You are going through a time of rapid spiritual growth. Enjoy the process. During this time, you may feel a mixture of many feelings: confusion, excitement, fear, and wonder. You love your renewed connection with the divine, and you wish you could read, study, learn, or meditate on a full-time basis. Simultaneously, though, you may worry about the implications that your spiritual studies will have on the rest of your life. What impact will your new spiritual pursuits have on your job, marriage, or friendships? These worries create a fear that may erode the enjoyment your spiritual studies bring you. Surrender these fears to God, dearest one. Trust that you are supported, loved, and guided each moment. Don't worry about how your future will blend with your spiritual growth. Trust that the same power that brought you to your spiritual path will also take care of everything else for you. After all, this power supports all of the planets in the sky. It will surely support you perfectly too.
I love it. I love how everybody's talking to each other.
I love cool. That. Yes.
It's so cool.
Yes.
From different parts of the
planet. I love it.
Different states. All right, here we go for Priscilla.
All righty.
Here we go. Aquí
está.
Priscilla. Wepa! Priscilla. Wepa!
Here we go. Para ti. Celebration!
Celebrate! Dance to the music! Celebrate! Dance to the music!
Celebration! I love it. So I heard it's going to be raining for the next week here in Cali. So be prepared. Don't let it catch you by surprise.
Prepárense.
Yes, va a llover por una semana entera, dice.
Rico.
Así que a prepararse para la lluvia y...
I love rain. I love rain.
Yes, right? To
I love
cleanse.
Rain. Not only
para
that,
limpiar.
Yes, I love it.
Let's do it.
I love the sound of rain.
Celebration. Good news.
Good news. Mommy Rookie says, good news.
Mommy Rookie is my mom. You're welcome. You're welcome for your angel card. All righty. So, Priscilla, good news. Cause for celebration is here, and it is time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The angels want you to know that this is a light-filled time in your life. You have been working toward making changes, and your intentions have now manifested into form. This is a time for you to fill your heart with a warm feeling of gratitude. The angels ask you through this card to hold strong in this gratitude. Hold strong in this gratitude. You are like a gardener who plants seeds and nurtures them because she has faith that her labors will yield new growth. Keep watering and tending to your seeds, and you will soon see them sprouting through the surface. The angels are your co-gardeners who help you tend to your crop. Love it. Love it. Celebrate every step of the way, right? That's it. Like my new identity. I'm going to share it again so that I can really put it in my subconscious. Queen Courage that celebrates every step of the way. So the angels are telling you to celebrate every step of the way in gratitude and keep watering the seeds, the plants, so they can continue sprouting. Got it?
I love it.
You like it? You like it? I love it.
Well, it's 4:33. We've gone for a good hour, amigos.
Awesome. Celebrate.
celebrate, dance to the music, celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
We love you guys.
We love you.
Appreciate you. We are so
here
thankful
for one another, grateful for the community.
Here for one another. Absolutely. What a beautiful 1111 familia.
Yes.
And we are our 7 power people to each other, and know that everything is possible. Just never give up on yourself, and
never give up.
Really be specific in your heart of what you want. Visualize it and raise that vibration. Raise that frequency.
You raise me up.
It's not what you get, but who you become. That's right.
Yeah, baby. I like it.
I love it. Yes, Tony, it is so true.
I love it.
It is not. And it's not what you do, but who you are. Right? So it's
love you too, parcera.
Besitos.
I love Christina. Christina wrote celebrate. I love it.
Celebrate, dance to the music. All right, big
adios,
love,
amigos. We love you guys. Appreciate you.
Hasta lunes.
Hasta la bye.
We'll see you tomorrow on the challenge, day 3,
Yeah,
baby. Let's go.
Woo! Ciao.